Thanks, George. One thing living in Seattle has taught me is that Seattleites take their coffee very seriously. Probably just a tad too serious. From the first Starbucks located in the Pike Place Market to the numerous number of local coffee roasters located around the city, coffee is an integral part of Seattle culture. Ask any Seattleite what type of coffee they're drinking. You won't just hear, oh, an Americano. You'll most likely hear about its origin, its wash or type of preparation, the method of roasting, and the type of roast that it is. Each of these components plays an integral part into the flavor of your coffee. Your coffee's origin, or where it's grown, is one of the most key components to its flavor. Coffee is grown 20 degrees in either direction of the equator. It's typically the top export of that country and gets most of its flavor from the soil. Coffee is typically grown in the hillsides of volcanic mountains in really mineral, nutrient-rich soil. Much of this soil adds to the flavor and the complexity of the flavor of your coffee. Coffee's preparation or wash is another key component to its flavor. There's 3 different types of preparations: the wet process, the dry process, and the semi-dry process. In the wet process, the coffee cherry is separated from the coffee bean in a method using water. It's washed until the cherry is soft and easily taken off, and through a process called winnowing, the cherry is separated from the bean. This coffee is usually fairly acidic. Some of the notes you would get would be citrus. In the dry process, that cherry is left on and the coffee is dried in a bed until the moisture content is around 10 to 12%. Much of this coffee is very sweet. As the coffee is drying, the flavor of that cherry is absorbed into the bean. In the semi-dry process, it's a mixture of both, and that coffee is going to have a real nice strong body to it. Roasting, where the magic happens. When you roast coffee, you're taking that green bean and roasting it through some method of a coffee roaster. Typically, there's a drum or a ball roaster, the 2 most common methods. In roasting, the sugars are caramelized and the flavors are more developed. Also, through the roasting process, the remaining moisture is expelled through a number of what are called cracks. And as that moisture is expelled, the bean can double or triple in size, and the husk and the shell sort of cracks off and falls off, and you end up with the nice roasted bean. And that is how coffee goes from a cherry to a cup of coffee. Next, to talk about how coffee is purchased and prepared at home is Dustin. Thank you.